Hello all, myself Jyoti of grade 9 speaking before you. Today I am going to start explaining a book named The Giver. The author of this book is Lois Lowry. The book contains 23 chapters, and this week I am going to explain y'all chapter 1. So The Giver chapter 1. Let's get started. The Giver starts in late November when we meet a boy who is 11 named Jonas. Jonas is very apprehensive about each situation in his life and each event in his life. Jonas and his family live in a place called community where all the suppliers are bought in the cargo planes. And once when Jonas was playing with his bicycle and his friends, the jet was flying over his head and he was frightened by it. He felt very apprehensive for that also. He and his friends left their bicycles away and they went to the nearest building and hid. And from the jet aircraft, the loudspeakers announced that their pilot has misread the instruction given and arrived into another community to go instead of the given. So Jonas was very careful of his language. He doesn't speak gulf or blather or any nonsense. He speaks only valuable words for him and other people who he is speaking. He is a very sensible, polite, and very appreciable person. So, here we are going to see about the theme is about the significance or importance of our memory in our daily lives. So, here Jonas is very careful about his language. Apparently, everyone in his community are very good at their own languages except one of his good friend, Asher. His good friend Asher is a boy who is 11, the same age, who takes every event or every situation as simple or funny. He doesn't care for anything or any event in his life. He is just jovial. But whereas we know Jonas is very apprehensive about situation in his lives, and here Jonas is 11, we know. Hence, the late December is very special for all the kids who are 11s, as they are going to be called as 11 after December. So this is the first part of the story, and the second part. Here we see Jonas at his dining table having evening meals with his family, where there was going on ritual where all the people of the family gather and they start speaking and sharing their feelings or thoughts throughout the day, which is one of the rituals and a traditional way of their community. So here first turn was Lily's, where Jonas gave. Lily was a Jonas sister who is only a 7, who is working at childcare center. So here Lily announced that she was very angry that afternoon because a group of 7s visited her childcare center for play, where uh, she became angry that afternoon as they were playing in a playground. So she gave an incident as an example that one of them, a boy who came for playing slide, there was a big line for it and he got a chance for climbing it. He went, his chance was over. Again, he came back, but he's not standing in his line. He just went right to the front of the line and took the another first chance. For that is second chance for him. So here remaining people who are in the back were waiting for their first chance. So Lily was very frustrated for that, and she made a fist and she controlled by her friend. So she had very anxious and to beat him, and she's very angry on him. So her mother, listening to this, she calmed down her with uh, giving her an explanation of maybe the childrens were from the another community and they don't know your rules and their rules may be different. So Lily thought yes, it may be. So she calmed down and she was sorry for her fist and for them. So the Lily's turn was done. Next, the turn was father's. So father title here. Father has a title as a nurturer as for child newborn childrens. So he shared his experience that day that a newborn child is not doing well. He is born with some disease and he is not growing as fast as he should, and he's not even sleeping soundly, right? So the community had kept him in the extra care section, and even the leaders of the communities had decided to release him, means to kill him. In this chapter, release meaning is killing. So they thought to kill him, but Jonah's father was very sad for it. But he tried for seeking the permission from the elders or the head of the community to take him to his home and give him the extra nurturing what he can do for the child for his good. So the family members also felt bad for it, as the child is not going to or the child does not have a chance to enjoy the life within the community. So that was the end of the father's chance. Next, it was mothers, who held a prominent position in the Department of Justice. There was a reoffending community where they laid friend before her a person who is for the second time before her. She first time was the justice had done and she gave him laws and what she gave him a coaching and all things had happened. But the second time he had made a mistake and went against the rules, so there was a reoffending for him. So by seeing the person again the second time breaking the law, her mother got frustrated, and what she was very angry, and she was not able to control while saying her experience also. So the remaining three, Jonas, Lily, and her father, went and approached and calmed down her, and she was again back to her real position. So that was the chance of mother, and Jonas was not willing to go and sharing his experiences. And father had approached him and said, Jonas, you are the last this night. So he thought to hide his feelings in him only, but he know that it's against the law. So he was going very reluctantly without willing to go, but at last his mouth had opened. So he said, I am feeling very apprehensive. Apprehensive is was very fearful for something to happen, right? He's very fearful for what is going to happen. So the family asked, why is it? So he said, uh, all all the adults had brought through it, and all the parents, you father and you too my mother, he said. So Lily, the seventh, fifth to 12s are going to know about it, but his sister Lily is 7, and she know about the ceremony of the 12s, right? So he's 11, we know. late December, he's going to be called 11s, right? So he is 12. They consider 11s as 12. So he's apprehensive because he is going to be 12 and he's very worried for what job he's going to get. So Lily understood that why is he apprehensive, but by the statements of every adult had brought through it, and the mother and father understood, but they were in the calm silence. And Lily whispered, "Is it the ceremony of 12?" Jonas replied, "Yes, it is." And it was the discussion between the mother and Lily. Mother approached Lily and said her soothingly, "Go into your night clothes, Lily, it's late." And Lily, "I need to speak to Jonas privately." And Lily replied, whispering again to her mother, "Is it very private?" The mother replied, "Yes, it is very private. You go into your night clothes." So she also went into her night clothes reluctantly. And here, father, mother, and Jonas was talking privately about the ceremony of 12. And they convinced him, "Don't be scared. And what job you are going to get, keep your capabilities and keep your whole mindset in that, and be positive, do work what you are going to and what you are capable." So he was in this, we have known what why Jonas was apprehensive. That is because of the ceremony of 12, what job he was going to get. So this is chapter 1. I'll get back to you all with chapter 2. Thank you for spending your valuable time.